Have you ever searched for a rock or inspiration to help you get through the challenges of modern life? Have you ever experienced hardships and a sense of loneliness from the outside world? When we feel like we're in the midst of nowhere, we wonder where we might find courage and happiness. The IC philosophers considered life's challenges as opportunities to learn about oneself and cultivate priceless qualities like kindness, honesty, and patience. They taught us that every lonely moment is an opportunity to confront ourselves and to feed our intellect and soul. But how can we use our bad feelings as inspiration to, instead, we should better ourselves by learning how to maintain an open mind to new, sincere relationships. Of giving up because of fear of being abandoned, the solution is in the 10 Stoic philosophy lessons that teach us how to discover true happiness and significance in establishing a close relationship with those around us. Let's begin the journey by discovering our inner fortitude and learning how to create deep connections that will not only improve our own lives, while also creating the conditions for genuine connections with souls who, if you have similar interests, we can grow from one another's mistakes and discover the real meaning of relationships and friendships. Are you prepared to embark on this adventure with us? Please leave a comment below. First of all, I'm prepared to embark on this trip with you. First, there aren't enough social chances. Due to the lack of opportunities for social interaction, many of us feel alone and alienated. This can quickly result in emotions of loneliness and despair, but Stoicism serves as a reminder that every obstacle presents an opportunity to network and form new friendships. Thus, how can we apply this theory to our limited opportunities for social contact in life? Let's consider how we may accomplish that facial isolation. Is it truly an issue? Or can we use it as a means of personal development? Because it's not easy for people to communicate with one another. Every defect is an opportunity to grow as a person, acquire new abilities, and show concern. Because Stoicism encourages us to attain inner serenity and pleasure, ourselves rather than depending on external events. But this does not imply that we should not attempt to alter our loneliness, but rather accept it. Seek out and seize any opportunity to establish a connection with those around us. We can begin by organizing or attending small events, joining online communities with like-minded individuals, or simply being cordial with our neighbors and co-workers raises the question of whether we're prepared to confront and overcome our shortcomings to create space for fresh, meaningful connections. As Seneca, if you wish to be loved, love in whatever way, according to another Stoic philosopher, circumstance. The secret to opening up new possibilities is being able to love and open up to others. Doorways and overcoming the obstacles of communication and seclusion chances, which are the foundation of a life in which we discover and seek significance in each relationship. Life is full with chances and difficulties, and occasionally these shifts might make us feel as like everything we've ever known is gone, but they also offer us the opportunity to rediscover who we are and what we're inner fortitude, and continue to develop. Let's discuss how to welcome change and make use of. There are numerous reasons why social options may be restricted in the using technology to communicate while residing in a metropolis in the modern world, and having a lack of social interaction combined with a heavy workload and personal commitments can make you feel alone. Create a sense of isolation, stress, and disconnection from others by study the Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, to learn how to handle these issues and maintain our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, who was accustomed to reality, advised us to accept things as they cannot alter the current state of affairs in your social life, and pay attention to what you can control and not what occurs in the world is aware of this, and you will be strong people who are mindful and in the present can assist in reducing the tension caused by the lack of social opportunities. Whether you're working alone or with others, engage in whatever you're doing. Lock yourself in the present, the speaker urged online. Use this time on your own to develop your inner strength and self-reliance by finding hobbies, skills, and, quote, the only thing you need to make is a hobby that you can enjoy alone. Changing your perspective and forming small friendships will make your life happier. Even if they aren't common, try to find little ways to connect with others. Saying something kind to a neighbor in social circumstances can make a big difference. Men who are old friends exist to support one another, then educate or put up with each other. With them, contemplate nature and spend time in it to experience a sense of belonging. Nature can help you de-stress and remind yourself that there is a wider universe than oneself. Only your personal issues examine nature closely, and you'll comprehend. By adhering to these Stoic ideals, you can remain composed and, despite the lack of social opportunities, realize that our peace of mind is determined by how we respond to the second-changing circumstances rather than by what is going on around us. Number 2. Situations that change. Change will occur, much like the perpetual wheel of fate, and we frequently find ourselves in many circumstances, including as housing arrangements, employment, and interpersonal interactions change, so as accept all that occurs, even if you don't like it, according to Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic thinkers. As it results in this, but how can we apply this guidance when circumstances change? Particularly if moving to a new city means losing friends as a result of such changes. And don't know anyone there, you may initially feel isolated and uncomfortable, but this is also an opportunity to When you leave your comfort zone, meet new people and form deep friendships. Your safe haven, where you're trying to grow as well as find pals. Change is difficult for many, but it's also an opportunity to try something different. Have you ever considered how losing a buddy might reveal a piece of yourself? When you're alone, you could discover new interests and pastimes and develop your independence. Relationships may be a sign of personal development and self-discovery. So how can we use these adjustments to better ourselves and our connections? Keep in mind that our instructor is the cosmos, and we may grow and learn from every encounter. When we embrace change with open arms, we not only meet new people, but also, when life pulls us down, we must find the inner strength and resilience to overcome any obstacles on our next journey. Every shift in circumstances is not only a challenge for new paths, but also, and possessing no friends may initially appear like a problem. However, it's truly an opportunity to become stronger, more self-reliant, and prepared for new connections. Now is the moment to let our hearts open, discover your identity, and seek out genuine, lasting connections, using these relationships where we can develop and support one another. We'd love to hear about instances tell us how your life changed, how you gained strength, and how you made new friends in the comments section below. It might be helpful to anyone experiencing similar circumstances. Life only stays the same whenever you move, whether it's to a new career, a new location, or something unexpected that is essential to our success and tranquility. How adept we are at managing and adapting to novel circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic, a philosopher, offers timeless guidance on maintaining composure and strength in the face of change. This course will show you how to maintain your composure under pressure. Life is about realizing that everything is subject to change. Recognizes that life is constantly changing, which means Marcus is under stress. Realizing that everything in life is transitory, including both happy and unhappy periods, can be beneficial. Be less reliant on the here and now and more adaptable. Always remember that everything change is inevitable. Therefore, get used to thinking of it as the essence of nothing is more beloved by the cosmos than change. So focus on what you can. Change is crucial. Determine what you can and cannot control. Stoicism advises us to concentrate on our own deeds and ideas rather than what's occurring in the outer world. We may remain composed and perform to the best of our abilities when we pay attention to how we respond to change rather than the actual change. You have control over your thoughts, not understand what occurs in the outer world, and you will be strong people embrace change as an opportunity to improve. Keep in mind that change is a chance. Change brings challenges as well as opportunities for improvement and growth. If we consider it this manner, change can aid in our own development, will enable us to confront novel circumstances with curiosity and fortitude. Whatever prevents people from doing advances things. What obstructs us becomes the manner that we should be focused on. Maintaining awareness and being present at all times is crucial, keeps us grounded throughout times of change, allowing us to enjoy life and feel less worried about the future. The present more, if we concentrate on it and engage completely in our current circumstances. Focus on the here and now. Cultivate gratitude and embracing. Pause to be grateful for what you have and remain receptive to what may come. Your expression of gratitude shifts our focus away from unnecessary things. On the other hand, what we do have that improves our sense of acceptance implies accepting reality without resisting it. All of these things are beneficial to us. Calmly and peacefully handle change. Number 3. Shyness, or number 3. Being bashful or shy. Many people who are introverted nevertheless want to be social creatures and are confused about communicating without. Being introverted or shy frequently appears to be a barrier on this path. However, let's alter the language because Marcus Aurelius, a renowned philosopher, once stoically stated that you possess the power to, you will become stronger if you recognize that your mind is not outside of circumstances. How can we use this idea right now to overcome shyness and take part? For instance, the elite enjoy reading, writing, and thinking. Participate in sizable social gatherings or parties in the cacophonous world of today. Although it is lonely to live in solitude, the elite's sharing of their ideas and deeds not only opens doors, but is an invitation to establish a profound spiritual connection with oneself and the world around oneself, but also creates a distinct connection built on mutual respect and understanding. But how can we get past our fear? Despite fear that coming out and sharing can cause, the solution is love. And when we start to love ourselves, the quality of our relationships, rather than the quantity of friends, is what matters. Develop ourselves and our self-esteem. We create a network of close friendships, founded on respect for one another and shared ideals, timidity, or mental health. If you look closely, you can see that family building and personal resource development are reminiscent of the Marcus Aurelius's words. Allow us to look ahead, find our inner strength, and utilize it as a solid basis for connections with a purpose, so that engagement or guilt are not a part of who we are, but rather a bridge that occasionally leads to a deeper comprehension of the world and those around us. Considering the bigger picture of life, we find ourselves thinking, have you ever pondered how to locate someone who is lost in a storm of emotions? Could the Stoic philosophy that contains the secret be a haven of tranquility for the soul, the one to unlock the door? Let's explore the capabilities of Stoic thought in the 4th lesson on serenity, which teaches us to quietly solve our mental issues, and hopefully Marcus Aurelius is among the best at number 4 in terms of mental wellness. Number 4, mental well-being. Prominent Stoics and philosophers discussed the spirit's freedom and stated that the quality of your thoughts determines how happy your life will be. Therefore, how do we foster these kinds of notions, particularly when we're feeling isolated or lonely? Resides in putting these 3 key concepts into practice: self-control, acceptance, and thank you. Self-control is more than simply managing your emotions when things go wrong. It also entails having a keen awareness of your responses while you're single. For instance, when you're lonely, do you use that time discovering more about yourself or attempting to determine what causes you to feel that way and how it influences your decisions and behavior? Okay, that final principle is about accepting and not giving up. Adopting your truth entails acknowledging that you are now lonely, is a component of personal development. Have you ever wondered why you feel the way you do? Finally, Thanksgiving is among the holidays that teach me a lot about loneliness. The most effective weapons a Stoic may employ, arsenal, regardless of what we appreciate it, since it boosts our self-esteem and mental. You can't change everything, but have you taken the time to consider your daily blessings? Something occurs to us, but we have the power to alter how we respond to it. Does not imply loneliness. Rather, it can support your mental well-being. To discover a fulfilling and joyful existence, one must first learn about oneself. Keep in mind that we always have the option to choose how we want to live. So let's make use of that power and leave a remark if you learned something about yourself in Lesson 4. Cultivate thankfulness as much as you take. Taking care of your body means taking care of your mind, and a balanced, powerful mind is the result. Adaptable, capable of managing life's challenges with ease, and Stoic thinkers with clarity. Particularly, Marcus Aurelius imparted timeless wisdom on achieving and preserving mental well-being. By adopting Stoic principles, we can teach our brains to remain composed and unaffected. Marcus Aurelius claimed that our perception of the world is influenced by the chaos around us. What is real is determined by ideas and beliefs rather than by actual happenings. Interfere with our thoughts, but when we alter our perspective, we can alter our emotions by using the application, being conscious of your thoughts and emotions, and fighting. Then consider whether your perception of a scenario is accurate or distorted. By making unnecessary judgments, focus on what you can alter. Stoics emphasize how crucial it is to determine what we can and cannot control, may maintain inner peace by concentrating on the things we can alter, such as our attitudes, behaviors, and reactions, and learning how to write down the aspects of your life that you can and cannot alter, then take action. Visualizing negative things might help you focus on the things you can alter and let go of the things you cannot. This Stoic practice asks you to visualize the worst-case situations in order to prepare your thoughts for anything that may occur, so that you can be thankful and less fearful of the unknown. Spend a few minutes visualizing what we have by accomplishing this and how to apply it every day. This practice can help you become more resilient and maintain your composure in the face of potential setbacks or losses. Get strong and cultivate gratitude, said Marcus, the Roman emperor. Aurelius frequently reflected on his blessings and expressed gratitude. Shifts our focus from what we lack to what we do have, which makes how to utilize appreciation to make us feel comfortable and at ease. Use this strategy to write down 3 things for which you are grateful each day. Can help you feel better and more at ease overall by accepting that change is a natural aspect of life. Is that since change is a natural aspect of life, there's no use in fighting it. Accepting it brings about calm. Remind yourself frequently that everything is transient, rather than seeing change as a threat to safety instead of an opportunity to develop. By adopting these Stoic principles in your daily life, you can cultivate a strong and serene mind. Always remember that when you practice mental health consistently, it becomes stronger. Follow Marcus's example and treat your muscles with the same care and workout that you would any other muscle. Aurelius and other Stoic thinkers deal with life's challenges in a composed and 5, problems with trust. 5 trust concerns in Stoic philosophy, which are rife with. We are provided with timeless wisdom and the means to establish and preserve this foundation. But how can we apply this in our first? Let's discuss friendship and trust. Trust isn't always. It requires understanding, acceptance, and occasionally forgiveness. As Seneca stated, no one who is self-centered and turns away from others can lead a happy life. We must understand that everything turns into an issue of his own usefulness in friendships. We should not have irrational expectations of our friends and accept them for who they are, flaws and all. Second, it requires time and work to establish and maintain confidence by becoming. We evolve throughout time and are self-aware and willing to modify our relationships. One crucial question we should ask ourselves is, am I prepared to embrace and adjust to my friends and I both undergo changes? And Stoicism tells us that the only thing within our control is how we react to life's changes. Third, and maybe most crucial, is the need of candid communication, and the communicating effectively involves more than just saying what we want to say. Think and feel. It's also attempting to comprehend and react to the thoughts and feelings of others. Marcus Aurelius claimed that your level of happiness is determined by the caliber of your ideas. Active dialogue not only fosters trust, but also fortifies the relationship. Consider whether I truly paid attention and made an effort to comprehend. Would I be willing to discuss my feelings and thoughts with my pal these days? Are critical steps toward genuine trust, as well as key steps in establishing trust. Calm and contentment therefore have faith that friendship is a process rather than a destination. Making friends is only one aspect of a journey. Another is improving oneself. Keep in mind that every challenge is an opportunity to develop, learn, and become stronger. Let's together we will travel this path, establish trust, and create meaningful relationships. Anything, and most recently, we examined how trust difficulties might demonstrate independence and caution in our lives from a Stoic philosophical perspective. But before we proceed we would like to thank everyone for watching as we talk about how individual diversity in tastes make each person unique. We value your support, so please continue to view, like, and share this video to gain a deeper understanding of the idea of self-control and its relevance to our daily lives, with number 6 having the sixth is having a variety of interests. Various hobbies entail imagining that everyone in your immediate vicinity is presenting a broad overview in their own distinctive manner. Their various perspectives don't diminish the painting's valuable, rather than hindering your understanding, as Stoicism explains. To see every encounter we have with others in this manner, sophist Marcus. According to Aurelius, everything we hear is a viewpoint rather than a reality, and This illustrates how crucial it is to realize that C is a viewpoint rather than the reality. And accept diversity as a natural aspect of existence, we must now consider how the first is that we may utilize these distinctions to benefit ourselves and people around us. Perhaps the most crucial thing we can do is pay close attention to what others are saying and take notes. If we are willing to be receptive and acknowledge that everyone has something to teach us, we can learn something new from everyone we meet. Provide this will not only improve our comprehension of the universe, but also us more empathetic and perceptive to see and value diversity. It's crucial to maintain a modest demeanor and be receptive to them after we cease seeing. Stop viewing differences as issues and begin viewing them as opportunities to develop and blend in. Recognize the true value of every connection and relationship. Thus, how can we locate finding common ground while honoring and gaining knowledge from diversity makes us? When we ask ourselves what's going on in the world, we're also asking ourselves, we begin looking into things, and this viewpoint could help me better comprehend things or enhance my relationships. Construct soul-connecting bridges. One crucial takeaway from Stoicism holds that differences in tastes and viewpoints are not just issues, but also presents that, when accepted and appreciated, are valuable. Differences we discover our freedom and purpose in life, and we discover how to coexist peacefully with others. You can motivate others by narrating how Lesson 6 altered your life, leaving your views and ideas. Have you ever considered whether or not having high interpersonal skills is a sign of, with an open mind, let's investigate the unexplored facets of Stoic philosophy, where our imperfections can serve as limitless inspirations that help us gain a better knowledge of who we are and affirmation of the actual worth of independence through a diverse range of interests is essential to have a happy and healthy life. Hobbies allow people to showcase their skills, relax, and develop personally. They provide you with a respite from daily activities that can reduce stress and enhance mental well-being and even create friends. Having a variety of hobbies, such as painting, can improve your life in many ways. Benefits of hiking, gardening, and playing an instrument for mental health. Hobbies can significantly improve your mental health by reducing tension and worry, because dopamine is doing things you enjoy can help release a neurotransmitter connected to happiness and rewards. Combat melancholy and improve your overall mood. You may learn a number of different things about improving your abilities. Abilities through various pastimes, such as playing an instrument, can improve your hand-eye coordination and mental clarity. Having a range of skills, including power and cookery, can help you become more accurate and creative. Engaging in hobbies might assist you in acquiring new abilities that can benefit you in a variety of. Having social connections through hobbies frequently allows people to meet new people and establish relationships by joining clubs, groups, or classes that are connected. Following your interests can help you find like-minded others, which can lead to friendships. And believe you can strike a balance between your job and having hobbies can help you achieve a better work-life balance. Taking pleasure in activities outside of work can help you avoid burnout and enhance your overall health. To unwind and rejuvenate, which will enable you to return to work more concentrated and productively. Having a variety of hobbies aids in one's professional development and satisfaction. Continue to grow as a person and learn new things about yourself. This might help you uncover hidden talents and take up new interests, and experience a sense of accomplishment. Hobbies provide people with a sense of fulfillment and purpose, which makes their lives fuller and more fulfilling. It's not merely a means of passing the time to engage in a variety of hobbies. This is beneficial to your mental health, skill set, social life, work-life balance, and personal development. Trying new things will make your life more balanced, content, and joyful. Items and cultivate new interests. Number 7. Not being proficient in number 7. Having poor interpersonal skills. Friendships don't just happen, they require effort and the correct mindset. We frequently forget in our hectic lives that having poor social skills might make difficult to establish true friendships. Yet the Stoic philosophy holds that we should view all issues, as even ones like poor social skills, as opportunities to improve and be more resilient. How you respond to challenges matters more than what occurs to you. Epicurean words inform us that we may alter our thoughts and responses to issues. How can we apply this understanding? Help improve interpersonal relationships if someone is reluctant to make new acquaintances for fear of rejection. If rejected, from a Stoic perspective, this is not a negative thing, but an opportunity to consider what aspects of my life are actually under my control, and how I develop empathy as a result of this experience, rather than aiming for approval from others. honesty and attentive listening, both of which are critical for any long-term link between Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and dictator, and his meditations stated that our views about things determine how our lives turn out, and this statement inspires us to create little objectives, such as attending social gatherings without concern for the opinions of others, which increases our sense of self-worth and independence in mental health. Poor social skills shouldn't be viewed as an insurmountable obstacle by those who lack them. Setback, but as an opportunity to develop and get better in profound ways. We are advised to accept accountability for our ideas and deeds when we view challenges as chances for personal growth. Growth begins with building sincerity rather than taking baby steps. Number 8. Empathy and good listening are the foundations of meaningful partnerships. Number 8. Modifying objectives or expanding. Altering our objectives or growing larger with each step of life is a voyage through space that also delves deeply into our souls. Have you ever considered how our friends may evolve as our objectives and aspirations change, opening up new avenues we never would have imagined? Anticipated we would take, we begin to see that our friend count likewise fluctuates, which is not an indication of loneliness or deprivation, but rather an indication of significant personal development. A notion that, as Stoic philosophy tells us, it has taught us to accept and welcome, because as we mature, not everyone should be in every relationship, and our relationships become less appropriate when priorities shift. And this is not just usual yet essential for advancement, as Epictetus once stated, nothing significant occurs overnight, demonstrating how even figs and grapes require time to ripen. It's critical to assess whether our relationships still align with our present beliefs and objectives. For instance, artist Anna chooses to move away from the bustling city life and into a peaceful rural setting where she can concentrate on her painting, and while she's doing so, she discovers that at parties and other social gatherings, some of her long-time acquaintances who were always there for her begin to disappear. Of her life instead, she makes connections with local artists that share her interests and objectives. This is a change rather than a loss. Crucial step in learning what matters to her. Are you prepared to accept it and embrace the shifts in your relationships as you develop personally? Are you also searching for it's okay to have partnerships that better represent who you are becoming and your life goals? An indication that you are headed in the correct direction on your journey of self-discovery and a component of the process of personal growth. Its significance, since every decision and change, according to Stoics, is an opportunity to get stronger. Deep and ultimately the greatest version of ourselves as we develop and learn, our goals shift, sometimes requiring us to establish larger and more challenging objectives for ourselves. This course will discuss the reasons why people alter their goals, the benefits of improving your goals, and how to deal with these changes utilizing Stoic concepts while acknowledging the need for change. Examine your current objectives and determine whether they still align with your beliefs and objectives when circumstances don't. Learn the warning indications indicating it's time to reconsider your objectives, such as not being inspired or content with your development. Welcoming change and taking on greater establishing objectives and higher standards to challenge yourself and learn more about the significance of setting lofty objectives is where difficulties come in. See how tackling more difficult issues may strengthen you and help you develop as a person while creating plans for new objectives, dissecting large objectives to prevent feeling stress. Learn to divide more ambitious objectives into manageable steps. Planners must be flexible in their approach so that plans can be modified as they go. Stoic goal-setting strategies that emphasize what you can control rather than stressing about the future. Concentrate on the things you can control. Response is, acknowledge and embrace suffering as a necessary component of the process of growth, maintaining your health and balance. How to maintain a healthy equilibrium between aspirations and well-being to prevent burnout. Find sustainable methods to stay motivated and committed to your long-term objectives. Altering your objectives and establishing more suitable ones can aid in your personal development, and be content that you can successfully navigate these transitions and achieve new heights in both your personal and professional lives if you plan ahead and adhere to Stoic principles. The 9 lifestyle choices that number 9, lifestyle decisions. Modern life's quick pace frequently leaves us feeling alone, and friendships don't entail significant in-person conversations as much as they do fading pictures on our screens in this scenario. Deciding on a way of life such as leading a modest existence or avoiding technology not only comes naturally, but it also demonstrates your priorities and values. When it comes to developing genuine relationships with others, if someone chooses to spend more time appreciating the small things in life and less time on technology, discover that the quality of their real life is more significant than the quantity of their online buddies. Relationships, but according to a renowned Stoic philosopher, it's not because we don't dare that things are difficult, because we don't dare that they are difficult, may cause us a lot of issues, but those issues are opportunities to improve and determine what matters most in what brings you joy and contentment in this hectic and cacophonous world. Your social media fame truly demonstrates the worth and quality of your relationships. Keep in mind that having self-control mentality is what leads to happiness, not being loved or accepted by everyone. Living a simple life might be beneficial if you have freedom and a thorough awareness of yourself. If you choose to live a modest life, do you experience inner peace and true wealth, prepared to handle the difficulties that this decision will present? But more significantly, have you found fulfillment and purpose in every decision you made? Please share your ideas, and we're always willing to listen to number 10 responses in the comments section below. Number 10. Independence and self-sufficiency. The concepts of self-sufficiency and freedom are strongly related. According to Stoic philosophy, self-sufficiency entails having the capacity to be content with your own internal resources rather than relying on other ones. According to the Stoics, freedom entails not being subject to external authority, forces or feelings that can lead to a lot of problems. All of these concepts giving people the ability to live strong, independent and tranquil lives with your internal resources to handle external circumstances, while realizing being self-sufficient is relying on your own judgment, choices and behavior rather than external circumstances or objects. To create a happy existence, you need very little outside of yourself. According to Marcus Aurelius, you should practice mindfulness, and regardless of what is happening around you, self-reflection can help you find inner calm and pleasure. Up, which means focus on what you can alter and embrace what you Epictetus stated that this concept is crucial for achieving independence and self-sufficiency. Make the most of what you have and let the rest work itself out as it will be used in practice. List the things in your life that you can and cannot manage. Then concentrate on pay attention to what you can distinguish from external goods. Financial resources and external items are not the true sources of you gain more freedom and independence when you are happy and get away from these things. According to Seneca's advice, the man who desires more rather than the one who has too little that is actually impoverished. Therefore, simplifying your life and concentrating on fostering morality, hard work, and virtues rather than acquiring more material possessions. Self-discipline can help you become more self-reliant and free. with attributes like discernment, bravery, fairness, and restraint. Don't squander any. Marcus Aurelius spent more time debating what a decent man ought to be. Practical application. Take daily actions that will make you more self-controlled and committed to leading a decent life, free from powerful emotional ties, which means that intense emotions and passions can prevent us from being. You can live a more liberated and rational life if you can master these. According to the Stoics, freedom is the only worthwhile objective in life, and we succeed by ignoring to get a peaceful and healthy state of mind. Practice managing the things that are beyond our control. Feelings and letting go of the outcomes, independence and self-reliance are key components of a Stoic lifestyle. You can achieve a genuine sense of independence, and developing your inner energies to concentrate on what you can manage can bring you peace. Putting material possessions aside, practicing self-control, and letting go of strong emotional ties and the timeless counsel of the Stoics, particularly Marcus. On your path to a more contented and liberated existence, Aurelius can assist you. Self-sufficiency is the highest form of wealth, according to a Stoic soul, which makes us wonder if we, placing too much importance on other people's praise and approval, could, in the eyes of those who choose the path of life, their glance, every compliment, and every nod are the lifebuoy we all crave. Self-worth and independence are not determined by your popularity or number of friends, but rather by how they tell us that relying on our inner strength to get through life is the most effective way to be strong and steady. Something worthwhile and fulfilling to perform by promoting independence and self-sufficiency teaches us not just how to live independently, but also the importance of solitude, vow of freedom. Being independent not only releases us from the ideas and behaviors of others, but however, it also allows us to learn about ourselves and the world in our own special way, which is why some people prefer this route. Since they think that when they are alone, they can hear the voice of reason and their hearts more clearly. The true values of life, self-care, and not being dragged by the turbulence of social interactions. Being independent is more than just looking after oneself. It also means discovering one's own life's purpose. It's crucial to keep in mind that independence and self-reliance do not imply severing connections with others. Rather, selecting partnerships based on quality rather than number entails being more receptive to, are you on the same path as those who genuinely comprehend and share our values? According to the Stoic philosophy, pursuing independence without friends is not final results, necessarily an indication of failure or loneliness. We discover that every experience, even being apart from someone, allows us to develop and better ourselves. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thoughts on this topic? Have you used any of these 10 lessons yet? If so, please share your most profound ideas. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel in the comments section. And don't forget to watch the subsequent films that will be displayed at the conclusion of this one to learn more about and share the thank you for viewing, and I hope to see you in the future video. Stoic Path of Finding Inner Strength and Significance.